This edition of Race Weekend reviews highlights of the return of the Philippine Autocross Championship Series and talks with autocross enthusiasts just happy to be back in racing.
Welcome to PAX! PAX is back, baby, for 2021 here at the RS33 Drift Track. Thanks to our friends from, of course, R33 and the Tool. Here we go with the action with the wet track conditions. Glad you made it today, Motoring Today. The longest running motoring show in the country. Motoring Today!
It is raining on the day the Philippine Autocross Championship Series finally resumed its truncated 2020 season. Before the authorities imposed lockdowns because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the series managed to reel off 3 rounds. More than a year later, authorities are finally allowing some motorsports events to resume, following the proper health protocols in some areas, including autocross. Despite the rainy weather, autocross enthusiasts showed up to the race. The sounds of screeching tires, revving engines returned to the R33 Drift Track in San Simon, Pampanga, as well as the voice of PAX, DJ Tom Alvarez, blaring music and announcements of best times. It is a happy day for PAX chief organizer Danny Santiago, and is he excited as the participants all lined to do the runs around the autocross course he designed and laid out.
Yes, a lot of people have been anticipating our resumption. It's the same rules, same regulations. We're just continuing our past season para matapos namin yung series.
There were more novices than veterans who showed up for round 4 of what is now the 2020-2021 Philippine Autocross Championship Series. For Paulo San Juan, it's his first ever experience participating in an organized racing sanctioned by the Automobile Association Philippines.
Sobrang exciting. Yes, and yung feeling na makasama sa official event ng autocross is very nakakakaba because of first time, and to be part of this is parang achievement na din. Yeah.
Paulo is so hyped after completing a few runs that he wants to encourage more of his group to show up for the next round.
What encouraged me to join is para buhayin yung activity sa Swift community within our group. So I'm encouraging my co-group sa Swift community to join the next rounds here in PAX.
Also competing in the novice class is Emil Barquez of Team Auto Force, who is one of the contenders for the class championship. He is excited just to be back in racing anew despite the wet day at the track.
Masyado siyang mabasa, mahirap control dahil mabasa siya. So adjust nga lang sa braking system mo kung saan ka pepreno. Tapos kung saan papasok ka sa chicane.
Most of those who showed up had been preparing for the return of motorsports during the lockdowns, like Ron Suson of the Cabanatuan Auto Club. Preparations that seem to have made a difference in their performance.
Naglilibang lang kami, nagbubuo kami mga auto, nire-ready namin talaga para sa mga darating na karera. Medyo matagal lang preparasyon, pero okay naman, natapos ngayon. Nandito lang, may magbakbahan na dito ngayon sa karera. Yung pinaka-teammate namin, si Pecto, lagi siya nagsiset ng mga practice namin, ng team. So, lagi kami uma-attend. Kaya ngayon, okay, medyo maganda naman yung mga driving ngayon.
A familiar name in autocross and other grassroots racing, Ryan Ablang, also showed up at the R33 Drift Track. Ryan has also been spending time during the lockdowns to prep cars for the return of motorsports.
In preparation, talagang nag-ready kami. Alam namin na ilang months mawawala. So, nag-set na kami ng bagong mga modification sa kotse namin. Nagpa-ayos kami ng suspension. And, so, yun. So, okay naman kami so far sa sa result ng ng mga modifications namin sa sasakyan namin.
Ryan found the wet day of racing a good challenge, but he was happiest because many of his peers and rivals showed up to compete.
As of now, maganda yung laban namin ng mga taga-Kabanatuan, Nueva Ecija. And nandito rin yung mga taga-Bulacan. And syempre, yung mga novice na Antipolo and sa Quezon City. So, nakikita ko naman, magiging maganda yung laban namin, magiging tight yung laban.
Another autocross veteran happy to be back challenging himself to set better times on an autocross track was Jake Fronda, who competes in the Experience Modified A and the Motul Open A classes.
Feels so good kasi sobrang tagal na hinto ng mga racing like autocross ito. Opportunity to para mag-grab namin lahat ng pwede namin mag-grab. Looking forward po na mas mag-improve po kumpara sa mga nakaraang rounds ko. Kasi matagal kami na hinto, so di ko pa po alam kung ano magiging kakalabasan ng run ko ngayon.
Danny Santiago is hoping that authorities will continue to allow motorsports to be held so the packs can complete a full season of autocross, even if it means extending it to 2022.
Next round would be somewhere in October, and then we have the November in Clark International Speedway, and the last one would be on December. But we will be still continuing on January and February of next year to make this a 9-series event. Sa lahat ng mga gusto sumali, mga novice, mga experienced drivers, mga baguhan, gusto nyo subukan, you're most welcome to come and join our races. Magdala lang kayo ng helmets nyo, siyempre yung kotse. We'll be happy to accommodate all of you.
Local autocross enthusiasts should pray communities learn to keep COVID-19 cases down in order for authorities to continue to allow motorsports events to resume or continue. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.